Hey y'all, Shay here. Welcome to this week's Whip and Chat. For those of you that might be new, what these are is they're basically a video for just us to hang out for an hour, and I can help you pass the time. So go ahead and pull out something craft related. I'm gonna go ahead and diamond paint. And if you'd like to drive, clean, whatever you wanna do, let's hang out for about an hour, okay? Grab a drink, grab something to eat if you need to. I've got my little tumbler full of water. Gotta stay hydrated. And again, for those of you that are new, I've noticed I've got some new folks lately. My name is Shay, Crafting with Shay. So thank you for being here and welcome. And for those of you that have come back again, thank you all very much for coming back. I really, really do appreciate it. And I'm feeling the love. Okay, so let's talk about a lot of things here. I am very excited about this particular Whip and Chat in this month. So there is a diamond painting event called Oz in Og. And I took it over. It was last year, it was the first year for this event. Unfortunately, this year, the host was unable to do it. So she asked me if I would, take over. And I was like, absolutely, I'm honored. So I wish her well. And, I just hope that she's watching along and enjoying this because I'm trying to do my best. So I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan, huge. So y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Okay. I can't even with these. I don't even know how to introduce them. You may have already seen them. Look, did I go crazy or what, y'all? Don't think I'm crazy. I'm just a little crazy. So I got these nails off of Etsy. The ones that are killing me are these thumbnails. I can't with these thumbnails. It's obviously, so let's go through the nails. So we've got the thumbs, which is Glenda the Good Witch. It's got her little, it's almost like ABs on there, which I thought these were really, really cool. And I even had to file them down because they were really, really long. And I got the shortest ones she had because I don't do long nails. So I feel really, really awkward in these. I just put them on right before I started filming, so hopefully they don't fall off. Yes, so I've got Glenda the Good Witch, okay, on the big thumbs. And then, oh, there's something on here. Looks like a little bit of glue already. Okay, I've got the Yellow Brick Road, okay. I mean, she hand painted these and they are just adorable. And then we have Emerald City with the beautiful green, it's kind of a swirl in there of like a gold and green. And then of course, look at these. I love these. It's the witch stockings with the little ruby red slippers. So we have those. And then of course, the pinkies are Dorothy's dress, her little blue dress. So we'll see how long I can keep them on. I do hope to wear them for every Whip and Chat. This event does go through the month of August. So I've got about 3 or 4 of these that I can wear them for. So I thought it'd be fun to have them. In addition to this, I treated myself, y'all. I just went all out. I got this really cute cuff bracelet, and I can link all these Etsy shops down below if you're interested. They have other things too, but it's a cuff bracelet. And you can see in there, it's got the Yellow Brick Road. See, it matches the nail. And then it's got a set of ruby red slippers in there. And it's like a little bubble. Really, really cute. And it's really, really comfortable. I wore it the other day all day and it was fine. I did get some ruby red earrings, which you can't see. I got a t-shirt. I showed some of these things in one of the videos that I did last week, or I think it was just a couple days ago. So today is Wednesday, August 3rd for me, and it's Thursday for y'all. I always film these the day before, and just so I have time to edit it and do all the things. Okay, so this is week 1 of hashtag Oz in Og. Okay, we'd love to have you join. I won't go through all the rules because there's really not any. You can have a canvas, a diamond painting that, is Wizard of Oz themed, or you can have Coverminders, a pen, that's Wizard of Oz themed, washi tape. I mean, it's really, really fun. I wanted a really laid back event. A couple different reasons. One, I wanted everybody to be able to participate that wanted to. 2, I kind of took this over, not last minute, but I didn't feel like I had a lot of time to promote it and to get people, time to, order some things. Plus, I didn't want anybody to have to order a painting. I mean, I was hoping you had something in your stash you could pull out and just join us. So let me talk about what I'm working on. My diamond painting is from Diamond Art Club. Here's a sticker. It's called A Long Journey Home, and it's licensed artwork, and it's from Simona Candini. I love her artwork. It is a square. And it's a perfect square. It's 56 by 56 in centimeters. Look at this. The only thing I wish it had was her red slippers. I wish they were kind of sticking out right here, like, you know, like she was sitting on her knees. Yeah, but so cute. You've got the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, Toto, and of course the big lion. And I thought that was a rainbow, but I think that's just a tree. So yes, and I'm adding some ABs. It did come with, let's see, 1, 2, 3 ABs, but I'm adding another like 4 or 5 that I just had in my stash. So when we say ABs, for those of you that might be new, it's Aurora Borealis drills, and they just have like a special coating on them. So let me show you what I'm using. I'm using my Elizabeth Ward storage containers. I got this off of Amazon. This is a new set, and it was so nice. They were all like clean and clear, and it was so fun to pop the tops on like a new one. But here's the color palette. Lots of browns, lots of greens, lots of greens. So that's that. And then you can see I've got a huge selection of Coverminders here. This comes to us. This is from my friend Berta. This was a gift. And I see this as the Emerald City, right? It's got some green in there. It might be the Disney Castle, but for this, we're going to say Emerald City. And this came from Oh Snap Crafters Cafe. It's my friend Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter. She does have an Etsy shop, and we'll talk about her more in just a second. So that's from her. And of course, I've got the ruby red slippers, which I've had for a long time. I got these from Shine Shop Designs. And then this came from, I just unboxed this recently. This came from Coverminders Siobhan. So I had to get a rainbow. And then this came from my friend Shani, and it's got the Z for Oz. It's a really pretty Coverminder. Now again, these Coverminders can be used if you're not familiar. So I've got these cute little witch stockings right here that came from Randa's Crafty Corner. See, it's got the magnet on the back. Now I have a black desk cover. You can see it back here in the background. It's magnetic. So, but if you don't have that, you could just take off the magnet, and then it just holds your plastic. See, this is the section I'm gonna work on. But because I have a magnetic pad, I can just stick it there and it sticks. But if I didn't, I would just put the other magnet underneath and have them meet each other. But that's what Coverminders are for. And plus, I know I don't need this many, but they're just fun to decorate and just, you know, just accessorize with them. They're really fun to collect. So yes, this came from Randa. And I've got some other really cute ones over here. These came from Bella Art de Nicole, and they are selling these in their shop. Now these were prototypes, so they do look a little bit different, but we've got the Scarecrow, Emerald City, we've got Toto, and of course the lion. And they also do have a Scarecrow, but I don't have that one. So these will be for giveaways, the ones I just showed you. Now let's talk about my tray. So this is also from Bella Art de Nicole, and it's color changing. Right now it's a really pretty emerald green, but if I hold on to it for a little bit, the heat turns it yellow for the Yellow Brick Road. They did create this tray just for us, so it was curated just for Oz and August, and I don't want to tip my drills over, but it says hashtag Oz and Og right there. So, oh, and my pen. I just got this pin. It's from Enablers Outpost, and look at the red glitter in there. So it's got red, and then it's got some green on the tips, kind of in there too, for Emerald City. And I can use it for Christmas. And someone pointed out, and Valentine's Day. So I thought it was a win-win. I can use it for several, but I love Enablers Outpost. They've got some great pins. So, and then what I'm using in my pen, the multi-placer has Randa's Crafty Corner Putty. So Randa's Putty in there. And then I use micro glue dots in my single placer. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about sponsors, okay? Who is making this event happen? In addition to y'all, obviously, we need participants, right? Can't do it without y'all. But also for giveaways. I just wanted to give a shout out to all these shops that are donating items for y'all for the giveaways. I did show you my tray. So we have 2 trays. We have, there you go, you can see it now, hashtag Oz and Og. And it does have a lid. I don't use a lid, so that's why I don't have it on mine. And it has a stopper that comes out. And it is a 3 divider tray. So yes, this will be for one of the giveaways. So look out for this. And then of course, like I said, the Coverminders from them that I showed you guys, those will be giveaways. And then another one of our sponsors is Mad Wood Turning. Sarah over there has an Etsy shop, and I'll of course have all these folks listed down below. This is a pen for giveaway. Look at the beautiful green flower in there with the gold keys, and it's got the wood. These are very, very hard to come by. They go really, really fast, and she donated one to us. So thank you to Mad Wood Turning. They are one of our sponsors. So yes, this pen will be a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Just watch the videos. And this comes to us from Shimmering Canvases. Dawn over there has an Etsy shop, And she's another one. We're gonna be giving, not this particular pen. I should be getting it any day now. This is just one of my own pens that I ordered, but we have 2 pens that are coming. So as soon as I get those, I will show you guys. But yes, so we've got 2 pens being donated to us. And then I mentioned, you know, Jenny, the Uncrafty Crafter who has Oh Snap Crafters Cafe, her Etsy shop. She is donating these 2 beautiful cover minders. Got a huge ruby red slipper and then this beautiful rainbow. So thank you, Jenny. Thank you to all of our sponsors. In addition to that, we also do have Randy, and that is You Can Call Me Butter. And for our international folks, she is donating a service, an enhancement service. It's where you do a Zoom call with her. You send her a picture of your painting beforehand. You have a Zoom call with her, and she can show you where to enhance your painting. She's a makeup artist by trade, and she's really good. She has a good eye. She knows how to change skin colors and put ABs and crystals, and she's really, really talented. So she has been so nice to donate her services to us for our international folks. Okay, and we also have, last but not least, we also have wax. I'm waiting, I don't have it yet, but I will show you guys when it comes in. We've got Swartz Handmade, that's Abigail Marie. She does have a YouTube channel, and she is donating wax for giveaways. So we have so many different things. We've got trays, cover minders, pens, wax, you know, enhancement services. We just try to cover all the bases of anything that, you know, anybody would need. That's about our sponsors. So thank you to our sponsors. There's something really, really important I want to talk about before I get painting. And I meant to mention it already. I have a co-host. So I couldn't have done this without her. It's kind of a long story. I talked about it in one of my last videos where it says welcome to Oz and Og, but I'll just give you a little Cliff Note version. So her name is Lisa, and she has a YouTube channel. It's Diamond Art Nurse. So please go subscribe to her because she's my co-host, and she's also going to be doing weekly whip and chats with giveaways. We're going to be kind of divvying up the gifts and the sponsored donations, and she's also going to be helping out with the event. It was so weird. It was the night before the event. I'll go and grab a color while I tell the story. It was the night before the event. It was really late, about 10 o'clock at night. And I normally don't watch kitting up videos. Sometimes I don't watch unboxings, but I've been watching those 2 videos of hers. And I've been following her, and we are friends. And I thought, let me just, I want to support her. So, and I thought, I really want Emerald City, but I didn't buy it. So I wanted to see what it looked like kitted up, and I wanted to see the colors. So I decided to watch one more YouTube video before I went to bed and diamond paint just for like 30 more minutes. I was like, I can do it. I almost went to bed, and like I said, I don't know why. It was kismet. It was meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. And I watched her kitting up video, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, why is she not hosting this with me? Because I was looking for a person when I first took over the event, and I thought, who else, loves Wizard of Oz as much as I do, or would want to do this? And, I didn't, I was like, I don't really know of anyone. I'm like, I'll just do it by myself. It's kind of last minute, but she picked me. I couldn't have a better person to do this with. So, she is amazing. So please go check her out. She is a fairly new creator. And so I'd love to give her some love and support another, YouTube creator, and obviously someone in the diamond painting community. She is very supportive to all of us, and she's awesome. So I just wanted to share her with you guys, and she loves the Wizard of Oz too. So she is so pumped about this event. So I asked her that night, and I thought she's gonna think I'm crazy. It's like the night before, and she was like, yes, and she was so excited. And it just made my heart so happy to know that, it meant so much to her. So yes, and it's been fun. We've been talking a lot and just kind of, planning out some of the details, and she's got some great ideas. So it's been fun. So that's Lisa, Diamond Art Nurse. And I'll have her channel linked down below, of course. So y'all go check her out. Like I said, subscribe to her. And yes, and we'll have a fun event. All right. Whew. I know, I feel like I've been like going. I had so much stuff to talk to you guys about. I normally take notes I'm like pretty good about taking notes. It helps me remember what to talk to you guys, you know, what kind of happened this last week. But this week, no notes, because two kind of big life events happened. And actually a third happened today. So I was like, you know what, we'll just kind of talk about that and I'll just kind of catch you guys up. Before we start getting into my stuff, wanted to ask you guys, how are you? How are you guys doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good and staying healthy and, you know, doing well. So make sure you let me know down in the comments, you know, how you are. And then also somewhere in this video, I will be giving you a key word. We know we talked about all those giveaways. So what's gonna happen is, this is week 1 of the event. Now Lisa, her whip and chats will go out normally on Tuesdays, and then mine go out on Thursdays. So you'll have a couple days during the week to watch some whip and chats and be eligible for some prizes. And so, but this week, her whip and chat will go out Wednesday. And I haven't watched it yet. I'm so excited. And she's gonna be giving away the enhancement service for the international folks, Randy's, you know, enhancement service. It's called Bling the Damn Thing, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. I apologize, Randy. Yeah, so be sure and watch her video too. And she's gonna be asking for a keyword. So somewhere in this video, I will be real subtle and I'll whisper it, probably, you know, for dramatic, right? You know, gotta make it dramatic. And yes, I'll give you a keyword, and then you will have 1 week to put that in the comments, the keyword. And then next whip and chat, next week, next Wednesday, I will pick a winner, and then we'll do it all over again. And we'll do that the entire month of August. And I know when I initially was doing this event by myself, I had told everybody there will not be a giveaway. I mean, grand prize giveaway. I just thought it'd be easier, you know, just not to have that pressure on anybody to finish anything or, you know, complete a painting. I'm like, let's just have it fun and just do weekly prizes. Well, Lisa has so graciously donated a painting, and I'm not gonna say what it is or anything else, but there will be a grand prize. And we will be giving that away probably during like a live stream. We've been talking about it. And so I normally go live on Sundays, but I think we're gonna do like because the 31st of August is a Wednesday, and I think we're gonna do a grand prize live where we announce it on that live. Could be kind of fun to, like, you know, do a grand finale for the event. So pencil in on your calendars. I think that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're still kind of working out some of the details, but we're there. And along with these prizes that I showed you guys, there'll be other goodies. You know, there'll be, you know, washi tape and candy and stickers, you know, all the little, I like to put extra stuff in there. So, but this week, I didn't even mention which prize I'm giving away this week. So she's doing, you know, Bling the Damn Thing for international folks. This one will be open just for US because it is a physical item I have to ship out, and I do apologize to those folks. I hate to do that, but shipping is just crazy right now. And I will be giving away, and I'll announce it next week, these 2 gorgeous Coverminders from Oh Snap Crafters Cafe. They've got great magnets on the back. Yes, these 2 items plus some other little goodies, okay? So if you are interested, keep watching. Well, I want you to watch anyways, but but put the keyword in if you want to try to win those items. All right, y'all. Whew. Did I miss anything? If I did, and if you have any questions, please just put them down in the, or, you know, send me an Instagram message, or my email's down below. So I might have missed something because I didn't take any notes, but yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up, let me know. I'm here. Okay. So where do we begin? I even hate to talk about it, but, you know, I share my life with you guys, and I update you every week, pretty much every week, of what's going on with me. So, yeah, let's talk about that. So like I said, there's been a couple of like kind of big life things that have happened this past week. Let me grab a drink of water real quick before I begin. Okay. How much time? Y'all freaking been blabbing on for 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these nails are, I can't with this thumbnail. I just keep looking down at it. It's so funny. These nails. Oh, and thank you to Randy. You can call me Butter. She does her own nails, and she told me what nail glue to order on Amazon. So it's like a paint-on glue. It's really cool. It has a brush. Okay, sorry, y'all. All right, so like I said, I hate talking about this stuff, but all right. So for those of you that are new or might not be following the Whip and Chats and kind of know what's been going on with me lately, I had gone to the gynecologist, I don't know, like it was a while back, and I did my pap smear, and it had been about, about 3 years, 2 to 3 years since I'd been, because of, everything that's going on. I kind of kept putting that appointment off. Well, that pap smear came back abnormal. And so I had to go back, and they did a biopsy, and that came back with positive results for some precancerous cells and tissues. So my doctor wanted to do a hysterectomy. We had 2 options that he gave me. He gave me the cone biopsy, which is, I won't get into a whole lot of details, but it's just like a procedure they do in the office, and you go under anesthesia, and they basically just try to get rid of it, without going in and removing everything, like removing your organs, right? Your cervix. So we talked about that. And of course, there's still a chance for the things to be left behind, right? Or he said, or a hysterectomy. And we both agreed the hysterectomy would be my best bet and the best thing to do to make sure we got rid of everything. So we scheduled that it was the beginning of July. So I had that scheduled. I had told you guys all about it. Everybody was so supportive and was keeping me in their thoughts and prayers. And I just felt so much love. And here, the day before the surgery, the doctor's office, the doctor himself called me. And I thought, oh, this is not good if he's calling me the day before. And I thought maybe they were just calling to reschedule. He's like, well, your insurance company denied the hysterectomy. They feel like you haven't had enough abnormal pap smears. We haven't done the cone biopsy yet. We haven't tried other avenues yet. And we're just going to extremes. Well, what it basically is what we think is they just didn't want to pay it, right? They didn't want to pay for the hysterectomy. They wanted to try to go the cheaper route. Even though my doctor was suggesting a hysterectomy, and he's the healthcare, he's a doctor, a medical doctor. So, and I know the insurance company has doctors that also looked at everything, but so they denied the claim. And that was devastating. And because, you had yourself all ready to go, thought I was doing it the next morning. And then I was kind of told at the 11th hour, it wasn't happening. So that was really, it was upsetting. And I had to change my whole, thinking and try to explain it to everybody here. It was just, yeah. So we went ahead and scheduled the cone biopsy. And I had that done on Friday, this past Friday. And they put me under anesthesia, and it was so crazy. So I had it scheduled for I think it was 9 o'clock in the morning, and they called me the day before, and I'm like, here we go again. Now, and I had already gotten a letter from my insurance company saying that, that was approved and we were all good. So I was like, what's happening? Well, they were calling me to reschedule. I was like, oh no, we're not doing this again. This is crazy. They just were asking though, if we could schedule it for 8 o'clock versus 9 o'clock. I was like, okay. And I talked to my husband, and he's like, yeah, that's even better, because he had to be with me, of course, because I was going to be, he needed to drive me home. So we get there a little early, and we go to my doctor's office, and, he, says hi to us, and he brings, I don't know why, but I brought my purse in, which I was like, why did I do that? Because, why do I need my purse? I'm going to be totally out of it afterwards, and I don't think I'm going to need my purse for anything. So, I ran out to the waiting room, and I gave it to my husband, and he had his computer out. He was working out there. And so they got me all fixed up, got me all hooked up on the monitors, and went ahead and started poking me, getting all the IVs going and getting the anesthesia going. But before that, before she started connecting me to everything, she said to my doctor as he was walking out and letting her do her thing, getting me ready. She's like, do we need to do a pregnancy test? And my doctor stops, and I thought they were going to have me do it. And he looked at me, and he's like, I don't think so. I was like, what? You don't think, what? I'm too old? Well, you don't think, you don't think it's possible? And he goes, could you be? And I'm like, no, I'm not, because I have an IUD. So anyways, they decided to forego that, so I didn't have to do that. But yeah, they started, poking my arm, and I was like, oh no, here we go again. Because y'all, for those of you that are new, I don't like giving blood, which I forgot to even tell y'all. I know I'm stopping mid-story, but I forgot to tell you, on Thursday, the day before, I had to give blood. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. Again, I don't do well giving blood. I've passed out. I can't stand it. It's like one of the worst things. That and like someone throwing up on me is probably like the two worst things that I could like, I just can't. Get so grossed out. And so my general practitioner, just my regular doctor, it was time to refill my thyroid medication that I take every day. And I was out of refills and she was like, well, I want to see you. So we did a televisit on Wednesday. And then Thursday, she's like, I want you to do blood work. So I had to fast Thursday morning. And I told her, I'm like, I'm having a procedure done on Friday. Is this going to mess with it, having blood work done the day before? She's like, no, you should be fine. So I had to give a ton of blood on Thursday, but the lady was really good. It was a new chick that worked there that she was good. She asked me what arm I preferred. And that's when I kind of wait to tell them that I don't like this and I'm not good with it. And I said, I don't like this. She goes, oh, so neither? And I'm like, yes, exactly. Neither arm. Let's just say we did it and didn't, say we did, but didn't. So she was really fun. She kept me preoccupied. I mentioned to her that a lot of people have a hard time finding veins, that they say I have like little baby veins. And I drank a ton of water trying to help with that. And she was poking and with her fingers, moving everything around. And she goes, oh, you do have little veins. I'm like, yeah. And I said, last time I gave blood somewhere else, they used a butterfly needle and it was great. She goes, okay, we'll do that. And it was so good, y'all. She was done. She's like, here, hold this. And she gave me a little cotton swab to hold it. And I'm like, we're done? Because she was talking to me about my kids and really keeping me, preoccupied. Super sweet. So I had to do that Thursday. So I gave blood. So here I've got a mark on my arm. And so when the anesthesiologist is, going to do blood, put the IV in, I was like, yeah, I gave blood yesterday. And so I don't know if you want to use that same hole. She just laughed. I was like, I don't know how that works. But, if there's already one there, why don't you just do that one if it's a good one? So she poked somewhere else. So anyway, she tells me, she goes, okay, so, oh yeah, let me back up. I keep forgetting things, y'all. I know I'm keeping you it's like a cliffhanger. So it's like in shows where they show you a little bit, but then they keep telling you a story. So before they poked and prodded me, they told me to get undressed from the waist down and to fold up my clothes on the table and with my shoes down below. She goes, because we're going to get you dressed afterwards. I'm like, what? Okay. Weirdest thing, being dressed and you don't know who dressed, how it happened or how you got dressed. All I know is when I was done, I was dressed. Now they did put my shorts on backwards. Yeah. I got in the car and I was like, why? Something feels weird. And my shorts were backwards. Now they were athletic shorts, right? So I guess they couldn't really tell. You can definitely feel a difference front and back. So anyways, and there was no tag in them. Okay. So she starts putting in the IVs and she's monitoring me. And she's like, okay, you're going to taste some metal. You're going to have a little metal taste in your mouth. I was like, okay. And I'm waiting for a second and I don't, she's doing her thing. And I'm like, I don't think it's working because I wasn't tasting anything. All of a sudden, right after that, I started tasting metal. And then I don't remember anything else. Nope. Don't remember anything else. I don't know how they got me dressed. Don't know. All I know is, well, I kind of remember being put in a wheelchair. And the other day, my husband asked me how I was feeling. I think it was yesterday. And I was like, I still got this going on. And he goes, yeah, the doctor said that would happen. That'd be normal. I'm like, what? When did he say that? I'm like, I don't remember that. He goes, you don't remember that? I'm like, no. I'm like, was it after? He's like, yeah. I'm like, why would they talk to you after when they know you're out of it and you may not remember? He goes, well, maybe that's why he told me, because I was in the room with you. I was like, oh, I don't remember any of that, y'all. It's weird how you just miss that time. That time frame's gone. I mean, it's a good thing. I didn't want to feel any pain, but it's weird. You're like, was I drooling? Was I, how did they get me dressed? Were they rough with me? Did they just flop me around? Who lifted me up? I have all these questions. I'm envisioning dressing a baby, I don't know. I don't know how they did it, but there was an anesthesiologist and she had 2 girls with her. And so maybe the 3 of them do it together. I don't know. Anyways, got through it. My husband got me home, laid on the couch all day. Lou and I watched a movie and there was some cramping and there was some pain and some still, and I'm really, really tired just from trying to, get out of maybe having the anesthesia done. But Yeah, and they told me, so that was Friday, and they told me that I would have the results back from the biopsy Monday or Tuesday. So as a matter of fact, my husband asked me this morning, he's like, have you heard back from the doctor yet? And I said, no. He goes, I thought you said Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, I did. He goes, today's Wednesday. I'm like, I know, but you know, that stuff takes time. They had to send it off to a lab, and you know, it's not maybe all in their hands. And I understand it's like a, you know, a rough estimate. Which, by the way, let me show you guys something real quick if you don't already know, since I've got these fancy nails on. Elizabeth and Edward, so Elizabeth over at Enablers Outpost showed me this trick, and it's one of my favorite things. Take a pair of tweezers, I always have them next to me, and use the blunt side. And if you're using Elizabeth Ward, you don't want to hurt your nails, just pop and just twist it. It's genius, and you don't hurt your nails. So yeah, all right, we're gonna switch colors. All right, so I was pretty much down all weekend. I say down, I couldn't really be down because we had decided to have my daughter, Lou, she turns 10 August 22nd, and we decided to do her 10th birthday party before that. And she wanted to do a sleepover this year with a couple of friends, 3 friends. And so we you know, school starts August 10th, and we thought, oh, you know, once school starts and you know, the weekends get filled up with, you know, kids have activities, why don't we try to do it when it's still summertime? So we decided to do it Monday. I didn't really think that through because we had to go get decorations, cake, balloons, and I had this done Friday and she's doing this on Monday. So all weekend I had to spend, you know, basically just prepping for it, you know, getting food and snacks and, you know, all the things. I had to order an air mattress because we're, you know, 4 girls gonna sleep. So yeah, so we got all that kind of arranged over the weekend. And then if y'all missed it, I did go live Sunday, and I had a guest. I had Lindsay with Emeralds and Fairy Lights, and we were hosting the Jasmine Beckett Griffith Along in the month of July. And so we did our grand prize giveaway. And yeah, so we did my live together, and that was a lot of fun. It was good to see everybody there. And I just adore Lindsay. We had a really good time. So did that Sunday. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go live, but I was like, you know, it'll get me up and moving and going. So, and I was already up and moving, you know, doing birthday stuff. Let's see. So then Monday rolls around, and it's birthday party. Oh, Jasper, did y'all hear him? I got one of my Boston Terriers in a little doggy bed next to me in my craft room, and he's just like snoring away. Sometimes I don't know if it picks up the background noises that happen. So where was I? Okay, it was Monday. Time for Lou's birthday party, and she is so excited. She originally had invited 4 girls, so it would have been 5, including her, and I was like, oh, I don't know. We've never allowed her to have more than, you know, I don't think she's ever had more than 1 friend spend the night. I don't think we've even done 2, not that I remember. Normally it's just like 1 friend and that's it, because we just don't know how crazy and loud it's gonna get. So this was huge. So thank God one of the girls couldn't make it. So it was 4 of them total, right? Instead of 5. So I was like, whew, okay. All the rest said yes. I was like, oh, here we go. One of the girls is her best friend that lives next door. And then another little girl lives in our neighborhood. And then the other one she's friends with is from school. So yeah, she was so excited. The birthday started at 4. And as soon as Monday morning rolled around, she could not wait. She had, we went to the dollar store and we bought a bunch of dollar store candy. She wanted to set up a little candy bar, like a candy shop. So when they watched a movie, they could have like a little, you know, containers with like little scoops, and they could have these little candies. And she had little buckets she bought for them. But we had a lot of fun at the dollar store picking out. Her best friend came with us, and we picked out all the decorations and the plates and napkins and cups and candy and all the things, popcorn, pretzels, you name it. So she set up a cute little candy stand. And so she started doing that. So we got a tablecloth and we got the card table out and put that in the living room. So we decided to let the girls sleep in the living room. So one of them is gonna sleep on the couch, and then we have 2 other chairs in there with like ottomans. So, and they're little. So we figured, you know, pull the ottoman up to the chair, and that's like a bed. And then we had the blow up mattress on the floor in the middle, and another one slept there. So ended up working out, having everybody sleep in there. It was just the center of the house, and they were loud. So everybody came over at 4. when everyone came over, I got everybody here, and then I ran to Panda Express. That's Lou's favorite place to eat. So I went and picked up orange chicken and chow mein and fried rice and all the goodies. And then we got them fixed up with dinner. And one of the girls could not come over until 6 because her mom works. Her mom and dad work. And that was a little girl that doesn't live in our neighborhood. And her mom, the day before the party, I had sent all the parents a message saying, make sure and have the girls bring their bathing suits in case they want to go swimming. And it was also just like, a good little reminder, like the day before the party's tomorrow. And so that one little girl's mom was like, oh, well, I don't think she can spend the night because her dad and I work and she has to go to daycare, tomorrow. And I was like, oh, and I was thinking to myself, shoot, oh, well, And so she, the mom's like, and I told Lou, I'm like, oh, so-and-so can't spend the night. And she was like, no, this is the worst birthday party ever. She like lost it. I was like, oh my gosh. She was, I don't want to have a party then if not everybody can come. Hold on one sec, Lou's call. All right, I'm back. Where'd we leave off? So the mom, said that the little girl couldn't spend the night. And I was like, oh, and secretly I'm like, yay, one less girl to have to take care of and deal with. But I told Lou, she got really upset. And she's like, Mom, why can't she stay? And, we can watch her the next day. She doesn't have to go to daycare. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I signing up for? So I told the mom yes. I'm like, you know what? She can hang out with us during the day while you're at work. And she's like, are you sure? That's a long time. I was like, it's fine. And I'm thinking, after a sleepover, we're going to be exhausted, but okay. She's like, how about this? How about she just, stays the night and I pick her up in the morning? So I agreed to that. That was a bad idea because the little girl had to leave at 8. Yeah. The girls did not go to sleep till 1:30 in the morning. And here I had to set my alarm for 7:30 to wake up and get this little girl awake. Now, of course, when it was time to wake her up, all the girls heard and everybody woke up. So it was, oh my gosh, y'all. They were so loud. They swam, they played, they were trying to jump on the air mattress and I kept saying, stop, don't do that. It's dangerous or you're gonna pop it. I just bought it. They were, sugared up. Oh, we also did a cake. So they ate Panda and then we did a cake. Yeah. I mean, I expected with 4 girls it was gonna get a little crazy, but they wanted to play tag and they were running around and squealing and screeching. And my husband's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go get a hotel room. And I'm like, no, you're not. He's like, we're never gonna do this again. So that might've been her last one with that many girls. Yeah. So finally at 1:30, we're like, you know what? We're shutting it down. We're done. Everyone's tired. And y'all, I normally go to bed at like 11. Sometimes 11:30, but normally around 11-ish. So to be up till 1:30 was late for me, but I was gonna do it. So I waited up, and then finally my husband turned off the lights and he's like, it's time to go to bed. And so yeah, they eventually fell asleep. And the next morning, like I said, they all woke up. And then after that little girl left, I told Lou that I would get donuts for them next morning. So took the 3 girls to Dunkin' Donuts and they all got like, refreshers and decaf coffee drinks and all the things. And then they each got a donut. So yes. And then I'm wondering when they're going to leave, right? They live in our neighborhood. So it's like the party that will never end. Here it is, about noon and I'm done, right? I'm so done. I'm tired. It's like, I got stuff to do. I hadn't dined and painted in like 2 days. So, and I was still kind of recovering, and I just, oh my gosh, I don't know why I agreed to do this so close to having procedures done, but anyways, did that. And then about noon, one of the moms was like, how are things going? I'm like, they're good. And I said, yeah, your daughter said she has to leave at 1. She's like, yeah, she doesn't really have to. She doesn't have gymnastics until 4. And I was like, no, she's not staying till 4. And so I'm like, no, I think 1's good. They're all pretty tired. I think 1's good. So she's like, okay, I'll pick her up at 1. So, here it is 1 o'clock and I told the little girl she had all of her stuff packed up, had her pillow, all of her bag and everything. And here it is 1:30. And I'm like, where's your mom? So I text the mom and I'm like, hey, she's wondering where you are. And would it be easier if I dropped her off? I was trying to get rid of these little girls. And finally her mom's like, oh, I'm on my way. So she gets picked up. I'm like, okay, we got one left. Well, at that point, I needed to go help my parents because they're moving. They actually left today to move to about 6 hours away from us. But the movers were coming yesterday, and they offered a piece of furniture to us, and I needed to go pick it up. So I went and picked up that little table, talked to them for a little bit, said goodbye. And then I needed to go I returned that air mattress that the girls used. It was awful. It took like 10 minutes to fill up, and it was not that big. And my husband's like, "What? Did you do any research?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got like on Amazon, I got really good reviews and ratings and all the things." He goes, "Did you read the reviews?" I'm like, no. So yeah, I returned it because it was awful. So we're gonna have to get a different one. We had one and it was great, and we used it all the time for sleepovers, but it got a little hole in it. So that's why I had to buy a new one. So I had to drop that off at the UPS store, and I had things to do. I went and picked up wings. So here it was like, 2 o'clock, and Ryan, my oldest, my 17-year-old, was like, "Mom, I'm hungry, I want wings." And everybody else wanted wings, and Lou's like, "I'm hungry, I want wings." She's like, and this is her best friend, can she stay and eat wings with us? I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, so I went and picked up wings, did my errands, and then I came home and I was chilling, trying to rest for a little bit. And I thought I was gonna be able to take a nap, but I couldn't fall asleep. So finally at 4:30, I'm out in the kitchen eating a little snack, and the little girl finally is like, "I think I'm gonna go home now." I was like, oh my gosh, it was like a 24-hour birthday party when it was all said and done. It started at 4, and the last one didn't leave till 4:30. I was like, oh geez, but we did it. It's over. Oof. Yeah, but I don't know if we'll do it again. It was pretty rough. So that was Monday. And then yesterday, just kind of got school supplies and caught up on, laundry and all the things. And I don't remember what else I did. But, oh no, that was Tuesday. So that was, okay, so the party was Monday night. Tuesday, today. Y'all, I'm forgetting the days. Today, I got a call from my doctor. And he was calling me directly, not his nurse. And I'm like, oh, he's like, hey. He's like, doctor here. We got your results from the biopsy. And it was not what I was hoping for. I was like, oh, here we go. He's like, it came back positive. Your margins are positive. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? He goes, well, it means you need to have the hysterectomy after all, just like I thought originally. I'm like, well, is the insurance company going to cover it this time? And he goes, they have to. And yes, they will. I've got proof that I've got, a pathologist report showing that you've got it, it's positive, and your margins and there's still some in there. I didn't get it all. I was like, all right. He's like, what does your time frame look like? Because we need to do this as soon as possible. And I was like, well, the kids start school August 10th, whenever, I guess. So he's like, okay, my office assistant will call you and she'll set everything up. So yeah, I found that out just about. Lou and I were out Target. We were out when he called, and she's like, who is that? I'm like, oh, it's my doctor. I said, I'm gonna have to have that surgery. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have it. So I think, but things could change. I just feel like I've been through the ringer with this, and I want it to be over, and it just feels like it's been one thing or another. But if that's what you gotta do, and that's what you gotta do. Just like I said before, I just gotta, try to keep a positive attitude. And yeah, so it looks like that might happen now because of the results. And so I haven't heard back from his office yet. Well, actually I have a missed call and I have a voicemail, so it might've been her, but my phone rang while I've been talking to y'all. So yeah, I'll get that scheduled. So I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you posted. And yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. Okay, something else I wanted to talk to you guys about, because it is the beginning of the month, and that's the only time I really try to talk about it, because I don't want to bug everybody. But I just wanted to let y'all know I do have a Patreon, and of course, if you're interested, it's linked down below. And they do charge at the beginning of the month. If you're not familiar with what Patreon is, it's like a monthly subscription, if you will, and it helps support my channel and my family, and gives me the opportunity to really do a lot with the channel that I wouldn't be able to do if I didn't have that. So It's very, very nice. We have a great group of people. I do weekly vlogs, and I just kind of take you along with me in this, you know, thing we called life and this journey. I just kind of do all types of things. You get to see my kids. Yeah. So it's behind the scenes content. And also, if you sign up this month, you will have access to all the previous vlogs and all the previous posts that I've had. So it's not just, you know, what I start posting now, it's all the old stuff too. So I sometimes do karaoke in the car. I've been known to do that. And yeah, really nothing's off limits. It's a nice way to get to know each other over there. We also do monthly Zoom calls. So it's a great group of people. So if you'd like to join us, and I would love to get to know you better. So that's one way to do that. Then yeah, come join our little intimate setting and group that we have. And I would love to have you. So y'all, the doorbell rang. And I went downstairs, and it was somebody selling something. It was actually a realtor inviting us like to some birthday summer bash. She's just trying to get her name out there. So she gave us like a flyer. But when I was out there, I had heard the mailman, and I was like, oh, let me go check the mail while I'm out here. So my feet were burning because of course I was barefoot. I'm like, what? When am I gonna learn? It's like 100 and, you know, million degrees outside. Well, it's 1,000,005 actually. So, you know, it's pretty hot. And I was like, I always go out there barefoot because I don't wear shoes in the house. Anyways, go out there, burn my feet. I'm like, run out to get the mail. And there was 2 packages for me. One of them, I didn't remember what it was. And then it dawned on me as I was coming back up to the house. I'm like, oh, so it is Wizard of Oz themed. I think it's what I think it is. So, and then the other one is also for the event, and it's friend mail. I think it's for the event. It's from Elizabeth and Edward over there at Enablers Outpost. So, you know, I bought this pen from them because they had someone reach out to them and ask them to make them a Wizard of Oz pen. So she showed me this one and I was like, done, I want to buy it. So I bought this one, right? But then Elizabeth's like, I might be sending you some friend mail. I was like, what? Well, she didn't say she might be. She said she would. And of course she was a smart ass. And she was like, I said, girl, what'd you do? She was like, I sent you friend mail. I love Elizabeth. She is the best, y'all. Her and Edward are so fun. She does have a YouTube channel and they go live once a week. So definitely go check them out. And I'll have, you know, those things listed down below. And this is something I purchased off Etsy. Okay. And if you're not familiar with Enablers Outpost, they were on Etsy, but now they have a website. So yes, I'll have that link down below. They're so sweet. And also during their lives that they do every week, they always do a giveaway. I've won one of their pens before. They're just so generous. Yes, and then let's see if these nails can do an unboxing. Y'all, this is tricky. But yeah, this is Edward and Elizabeth, see? And someone also said they look like Murray and Joyce from Stranger Things, which I died laughing and I can't unsee that because it's very true. If you're a Stranger Things fan, you'll get that. I love Murray. I think he's like one of my favorite characters in the show. Oh my gosh, I don't want to hurt the nails. Oh, so okay, they always send a fun little puzzle. I don't know if it's Sudoku, I'm not sure what it is. I'm not gonna look yet, y'all, I haven't seen it. I haven't looked. Ooh, they gave me a hard one. I don't know what this is. If y'all know, let me know down below what this is. I have no clue. 371, 372, 369, and 370. I don't know. So let me know if it's some number game. I'm assuming it is. So yes, thank you. Let's see what else. They always send a little goodie bag and it's got one of their stickers. Look at that. It's got another sticker in there. And then there's some good candy. Ooh, a Sugar Daddy. That's a big one too. Thank you. And a Mambo, and it looks like a Jolly Rancher. And I love these little organza bags. I like how they're putting the sticker. Oh, it's like printed on there. What? You guys, this is not a sticker. It's actually screen printed on there, it feels like. That's cool. I've never seen that. That must be new. Very nice. All right, you know what? I should probably cover up my, I just now thought about that. Y'all are probably screaming at me, cover up your section. Put my drills over here. I don't want to spill anything. All right, I don't want to hurt my canvas. All right. Ooh, it's got some foam wrap around it. And they always use these cool little bags. Oh, what did she do? Oh my gosh, you guys, can you see that? Oh, it's amazing. Look at this. It's got ruby red slippers in it. Let me see if I can open this up. These nails are tricky. Oh my gosh, look at this pen that they turned. Can y'all see? I'm trying to, let me stand up and see what y'all are seeing. Let me hold it this way. Do you see the little slippers in there? There's all these little red high heels, little red ruby slippers, and then there's this beautiful green glitter at the top. Oh, and the shoes are all throughout. That is fantastic. Thank y'all so much. Oh my gosh, I have another pin to use for the event. Look at those slippers. Oh, and this is my first Oz event, so I will cherish this so much. You guys are the best. It sparkles like crazy. Are y'all capturing this on the camera? I mean, it is really sparkly. Love this. Thank y'all so much. And of course, there's a 4-placer that they include on there, a multi-placer, and there's a single placer. See, there's a shoe right there. You can see it. Yep, little shoes. That is so cool. Yay! I love it. Look, it's got a partner now. My 2 Wizard of Oz pens. They're so cute. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Elizabeth and Edward. Very, very nice of y'all. So again, they are good people. You know, go check them out if you haven't already. And if you have, go check them out again. They've got some beautiful pens. So let's see. This is from an Etsy shop. Thank you for shopping small. I don't remember the name of the shop, but I'll have it linked down below if y'all are interested. And it's just a little fun thing that I saw, and I was like, you know, this could be fun to do with giveaways if it's what I think it is. We'll both be surprised. I normally use my mermaid blade, but I wasn't sure how it was gonna work with these nails. So far, so good. You know what I feel like? I feel like Randy. For those of you who don't know Randy, it's You Can Call Me Butter. She's my girl. And this is like her length of nails, I think. All right, it says, love your order, please leave a review. It's a cute bag. How do I open this? Oh, just remove this little sticker right here. So y'all make sure and let me know down below, like I said, how you are. I want to know how everyone's doing. Like I said, love following everything on Instagram. Oh, there's a note in here. So it's Twice in a Blue Moon is the name of the Etsy shop. Shay. Hi, Shay. Thank you so much for your order of the Wizard of Oz decals. I truly appreciate you shopping at my shop. Please come back soon. As I always am listing new items, especially decals and stickers. You are going to love these decals. Awesome images and designs. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you back very soon, Mary. What a nice note. She could have just said thank you for your order, but she really put a lot of work and thought into this. Thank you, Mary. I'm definitely gonna come back. So y'all go check them out if you need stickers or decals. So I guess it kind of gave it away, but I thought it would be so fun to include some stickers, some Wizard of Oz stickers. Oh, and they gave me another sticker to use. Good things are ahead. I agree. Thank you. But yes, I got a pack of Wizard of Oz stickers. Oh my gosh, look at this one. Let's take a look at these. I'm going to include these in all the giveaways that we mail out. Oh, look at this. I had to, y'all. Look at the scarecrow looking all sassy. She's like, yes, I love that. Let's see what else. We got that one. I'll go through them kind of quickly. There's Dorothy. Got the books. Somewhere over the rainbow. I wish I had Judy Garland's voice, but I don't. Yes, love that. Oh, it's one of those ones where she doesn't have a face. That's cool. And you got Toto there. The Wizard of Oz. Oh, there's the witch. A scene from the movie. Look at her. These are adorable. I love these. They're really nice, thick stickers too. The Wizard of Oz. Oh, you got Glinda the Good Witch and then the Bad Witch. The Wicked Witch of the East. Wait, Wicked Witch of the West. Wicked Witch of the... I don't know, y'all. I need to rewatch the movie. That's cool. It's like a vintage sticker. And then there's a scene from the movie. So yeah, if y'all want any giveaways, you'll be getting some of these. Is that a munchkin? It's a munchkin. Look at that. Oh, the witch with no face. Ooh, this is sassy. Alice in Wonderland and Dorothy fighting. Look at that. That's funny. Ooh, this is interesting. It's kind of like got a Star Wars feel to it. I don't know why. Oh, this is just like the cover minder I have. Look at this, y'all. It's just like it. Very cool. If you also use release papers, so these would be fun to stick on there. I used to, but then I started using the plastic and sectioning it off with washi tape. Got the Wizard of Oz and the rainbow. Oh, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Oh, we got the scarecrow, the lion with no face. Ooh, little sassy witch. She's pretty. You had plenty of courage, I am sure. All you need is confidence in yourself. There is no living thing that is not afraid when it faces danger. Wow. Oh, this one's cute. Look at that one. That's really cute. I like that one. And then this one. Those are awesome. Thank you so much, Mary. Hope y'all enjoyed that. I really like these stickers. Like I said, I got them on Etsy. And she had lots of other kind of stickers, but if you want me, yeah, but I definitely will be sending some of these Wizard of Oz stickers out to y'all. Okay, back to the program. Yep, so that's kind of what's been going on. It's been, you know, birthdays and, you know, that procedure, and then, you know, getting geared up for this event has been so fun. It's been a good, I don't want to say good distraction, but it's given me something else to focus on, right? So it's been really, really good. And I'm really happy that Lisa's doing it with me and doing it with us. All right, y'all, it is time for the secret word. Y'all ready? It's the key word in the video. Let's go ahead. I thought of some words for each week. Why don't we put in the word rainbow? And don't just put the word rainbow. Be creative, be subtle, be discreet, all those good things. You know, something, something, something rainbow, right? See what y'all can come up with. Put rainbow in the comments. And then, because I'm gonna be giving away one of the rainbow Coverminders from Jenny and some other goodies. And you'll have a week to respond back, and again, it's for US only. And then I will do the, I'll let y'all know next week, and then we'll start it all over again, okay? And we'll do another giveaway. So I can't thank y'all enough for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. These nails. Yep, I'm trying to get a drill off my pen, and these nails are just, they're a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take them off now with this good nail glue. I'm gonna leave them on for a while and see how it goes. I'm just afraid I'm gonna catch them on things and I'm gonna hurt myself. Like, it's gonna pull my nail back, but we'll see. All right, so if y'all enjoyed this and you got a lot done and you enjoyed hanging out with me, please give me a thumbs up on your way out. There's a little thumbs up button down below. They really do help. And then if you have not subscribed, it is free, and it just lets me know that you like what I'm doing here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you've already subscribed, thank you very much. Really, really, really do appreciate it. And then if you want to be notified whenever I post up any new videos, there's a notification bell right next to that subscribe button. Click on that, and then you'll be notified every time I post anything up. All right, y'all, I did pretty good. I finished that symbol just in time. So I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully I'll be able to finish the square today. I didn't even really tell y'all how far I've gotten. 1, 2, 3, this is square 4 on the bottom row. And then I have this little tiny square right here. So I'm doing pretty good so far. I'm almost done with the first row. And of course, if you're participating in the event, please use the hashtag on Instagram, hashtag OzandOg. And I'm loving all the pictures. There's tornadoes, there's of course, you know, rainbows, and there's Dorothy, and there's Emerald City, and all the things. So I'm really, really enjoying it. Thank you to everybody that's been posting, and I'm getting in there every day and just looking at it and liking everybody's stuff and just really having a good time. So thank you again. All right, y'all, I'm really gonna get out of here this time. Love you guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys. I gotta use my little nails. Give me a thumbs up. All right, bye guys.